Yo, what's up? I'm back. Alright, enough with that. That was actually a pretty cool intro. I like that. Oh, I forgot the microphone wasn't even there. So, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? How are y'all doing on this wonderful day? Did I get my water? Fuck. Hold up. Alright, I got my water. So, there's that. Yeah, I wanted to do a funny intro because right now is like the best opportunity to. So, there's that. Now I'm gonna clip it out for later just because that was fun. But so what I had to do was I wanted it to be like I looked like I just walked in, but I couldn't because I'm the one that has to control the live stream and everything. And so what I literally had to do was I forgot to even get my sandals on, and I literally just walked out barefoot and I started stepping on rocks on the way here. But I opened the fence from back there, and then when I hit live, I went from my front door, hit the fence, and then boom, just came back. All right, so let me read some of the chat. Actually, let me make sure my door's locked because I don't even know if I made sure of that. Just give me a second, gentlemen. All right. Oh fuck. All right, guys, and we'll be back. But I was actually watching Megamind. I watched a lot of movies yesterday. I watched 3 movies. I talked about one of them on stream. I watched Monsters University, and then I watched Wakanda Forever. It was the first time I've seen it since last year. And then I watched today. No, it wasn't today. Yesterday I watched Megamind, and that was it. So yeah, I mean, I watched a couple of movies. I will say this though, Wakanda Forever honestly is far worse than I remember it being. It's not a bad movie, but it's like when I was watching the movie's 2 hours and 30 minutes, bro. It took forever. And to me, part of it just felt like it didn't need to take that long. But that's just me. Yeah, so let me read some of the chat. We got Vortex here. He says, "Did you forget?" Look, the only thing I forget is my Alzheimer's. All right. I'm just kidding. And we got Antonio right here. He says, "Yo, are you good, man?" No, I'm not good. I want to kill him. I'm just kidding. But hi, yo, what's up, Vortex? WWE type intro, of course. Rip off. And then we got new stream, new Taladia Rose. Yeah, I don't want to be too harsh on the guy because he's someone I don't really know that much. But hey, look, I just call him the cock gobbler because he really is. But I feel like it should always be a lesson. Here's the thing. I'm not saying anything that's unique. I think everyone believes this. I think everyone knows that he's just a cock gobbler. So really, I'm only saying what's true. I'm not saying like a made up lie, but still, it's one of those things that I'm like, don't really want to talk too much about him, especially because I don't know him. But Arsenal beat Manchester City, so there's that. Also, there's been clown sightings, which obviously that's what I titled the stream. I actually had no idea what to title it. You guys know my titles at this point are just something random, and then we just continue on with the stream. But I had heard that clown sightings were back. Let's see if I can find some of them. Clown sightings. And if for those who don't know the context, back in 2016, I believe, in in 2016, yeah, I think it was 20. I remember it was around the beginning of my freshman year. So yeah, it was around August, September, October, around that area. All of a sudden, randomly in the world, there's just a lot of people dressed up as clowns, just going around harassing people, and it was just that. It was just people going around public dressing up as clowns, harassing people, and then everyone was like taking pictures, videos. You can honestly, I think last year, or no, I think it was 2 years ago. No. Wait, when was COVID? Okay, when was the last time I dealt with COVID? So it was like early 2021, probably. I remember in 2021, I randomly just started watching old clown sighting videos when I had a lot of free time, and I remember just thinking to myself, like, what? Imagine what it was like Like what motivates someone? Because I wouldn't dress up as a clown. Because to me, especially in Texas, people own guns. All right, people own guns. I ain't about to risk it. All right, but it's just such a weird time that a lot of people collectively just decided to start putting on clown suits and just go out. Look, I'm gonna keep it a buck right now. If I ever see a clown, I ain't gonna hesitate. All right, I'm not gonna hesitate because I don't mess around with stuff like that. But and then there's a lot of stuff going around, like Vortex puts right here. There was shooting threats. There's a lot of it. I wonder, did that inspire the Joker movie? Did that inspire the Joker movie? I don't know. The Joker movie came out in 2019. All this stuff happened in 2016. But I feel like it's possible, and I think this is really possible. This isn't just some small theory. I think this is highly possible. But what I think is very possible is they saw the clown stuff, and they decided to kind of just boom, just they looked at the Joker as a big property. Joker's obviously popular, and they were like, "Hey, let's see what we can do with that." So, yeah. But yeah, I remember during that time, that's when I was really listening to a lot of like horror stories, creepy pastas, all that. Mr. Nightmare was one of the goats of that time period. Also, I forgot to put my banner here. So there's that. But yeah, let me see the comments. Joker mode. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But I was genuinely scared. I thought there were going to be clown invasions on Saturday night. I don't think I was scared, but that's also because I've never heard anyone in my personal space ever mention that they saw a clown. But I remember in Halloween there was a lot of kids that would dress up as clowns. So there was that. But let me see if I can find some pictures of the new clown epidemic. And I found some earlier. I don't know where to find it because this is my laptop and I don't want to log into I don't even remember my TikTok password. I really don't. I don't use TikTok. I just had it to post a couple of videos there. Where do I go? Where do I go? No, it's just showing me uh, all the old clown sightings from back in 2016. I remember that was like the big trend. That was the big trend back in 2016. It was just clowns, this, clowns, that. And then I remember there was a picture of a clown that had a sign that said "Clown Lives Matter." Yeah, so there's that. Imagine collectively being named the Cog Goblet. Look, here's the thing, and this is a lesson I think everyone should apply to themselves. If you don't want to be made fun of for something, or if you don't want to be bullied, and if it's something you can change that name. You know. So, like, if for example, someone makes fun of you having a ponytail, you can cut your ponytail, right? If you're fat, you can stop being fat. That's the number one rule I think everyone needs to apply to themselves. And with Taladia, and again, I don't know you very well, but if you don't want to be called a cock gobbler, don't be a cock gobbler. It's like Cam. It's like we call Cam racist all the time. If he doesn't want to be called racist, then he should stop being racist. you know? Where is it? I read that. Top 15 clown signs caught on camera. Yeah, J Station. Oh my god, bro. It was y'all that I talked to about the whole he gave Kermit the Frog a gay potion, and in the video he starts making out with the Kermit doll. Bro, man, J Station is the definition of a guy that would do things for views. He literally, I mean, obviously this is what ended his career. I think everyone knows this, but he literally faked his girlfriend's death. And what the girlfriend said was he was planning on having her die, and then through a Ouija board, through like a storyline, they were gonna revive her. And it got so bad that the father of the girl had to call her, being like, "Hey, did you die?" And it's like, imagine that. Like, if you're gonna fake a death like that, especially when you have a big channel like J Station, I think the least you could do is call your parents about it, like being like, "Hey, I'm gonna fake my death." Although your parents are probably gonna call you stupid, because that is really stupid, right? And I didn't really watch a lot of those videos from that time. I remember occasionally I would watch them, but I really remember their acting being so bad. They'd be like, "Hey guys, today I'm going to put the gay potion on Kermit the Frog and I'm gonna kiss him." Oh, they did almost like Mr. Beast, but Mr. Beast without the energy. Because at least Mr. Beast, there's energy in him. Even if it sounds fake, there's still that energy. With Jay Station and the people in his crew, it was just kind of like they're trying to be Mr. Beast, but without the like. Although at that time, Mr. Beast wasn't as big, nor was he as now more mainstream. You change, but you will remember. And look, you notice that Cam didn't refuse the racism allegations. So there's that. Cam is so racismo. Jay should have done a Silent Hill 2. If you know, you know. No spoilers, because Antonio. There are Morgs. Yeah, I remember. You know what was the weirdest part about Morgs? He would clickbait his mom, and his mom wasn't very attractive, but he would clickbait his mom a lot. But didn't he stop? Like, didn't he stop because he wanted to show his real self? Like, I remember he wanted to show his real self. Like, he stopped being like the character he plays. And then all of a sudden, no one liked him anymore. Wasn't it that? Because I didn't watch Morgs much. I just remember him being the annoying kid that Diesel Patches would make fun of. That's all I really remember him for. I'm Jim Morgs. He's like, hello, guys. Today I'm going... What was it that he did? Did he also do 3 a.m. challenges? 3 a.m. challenges used to be the deal. Look, I'm going to tell you this right now. I would never do a 3 a.m. challenge unless I fake it. And I want everyone to take that to the bank because to me, I do not fuck with ghosts and spirits, all right? You can believe what you want to believe, but I ain't never fucking with them. You can never tell me to go to a cemetery with an Ouija board, all right? I don't know how people fuck around with that kind of stuff. Okay, I'm just like that. So if you ever see me doing like a 3 a.m. video or an Ouija board video, just know that it's probably fake because I do not want to deal with that shit for real, you know? But you know what's a really fun game? A really fun game is going to the cemetery and just running around. So what you do is you call a name. So it's like you and your homies, you say a name. Like let's say Brian. All right, the first person to find a Brian wins. I'm just kidding. I saw that from Ross Creations. I just remember the whole freaking literally trespassing, committing a crime. And then that was a trend. That's what made J Station popular. That's when I used to watch J Station because I was a little dumb kid, and I thought it was just fun to see people going and trespassing through stores by staying all night. And then all of a sudden he changed to 3 a.m. challenges, and I was like, the hell. But I remember Jay stopped doing them because he would get arrested a lot, and so there's that. I remember the last J Station video I watched was, or at least when I was a subscriber of his, it was during Christmas. There's this big Christmas tree in the mall, just in the center, and he goes under the tree, and inside it's empty, and he tries to stay there for 24 hours, and I think within 30 minutes, a cop came in there and said, "Hey," or a security guard came in there and said, "Hey, you gotta get out of there because you can't be there, obviously." But I remember that was the last thing. And I remember that was this thing, like he would go anywhere and try to find a way to stay there for the rest of the night, essentially. Cam make 3 a.m. videos, parody stop motions, summon Morbius. 3 a.m. summoning Morbius prank. But yeah, let me drink some water, bro. I'm actually kind of thirsty. I'm thirsty. So how you guys doing? Oh, today I woke up really early. So usually I wake up usually my favorite time to wake up, and I've said this before, I'm a morning person. I like to wake up at least at 5:30 a.m. And the reason why is because I like waking up when it's dark and then it gets bright. I don't know why. One of my favorite things to do is to see the sunrise. The sunrise is so freaking beautiful, man. Anyways, this last week I haven't been waking up early. I'm waking up a little later, which is really just 8 a.m. But anyways, I woke up and I didn't check the weather. The weather. And it was fucking 56 degrees, bro. It was a W, bro. I went outside. It was so cold. I'm like, oh, I got to get a jacket. And I love that. Because I'm done with summer for now. Okay. I love summer. Summer's my favorite season, but there's only so much summer I can take until now I want winter. I'm going to tell you this right now. I know now most of y'all are gonna find this cringy because I know everyone finds it cringy. But right now, I'm feeling that Christmas vibe in me. I've never celebrated Halloween, so I never get that Halloween vibe. But to me, that stretch from October to December, where each month there's like a major holiday, that's a golden era. But to me, it's mainly because I'm excited for Christmas. It's not even because of presents or anything like that, because I don't get that shit anymore. Like now, obviously, I'm too old for that. But it's like just the vibe of Christmas, just amazing. All the specials, all the colors, everything. All the presents I like to throw at kids' heads so that they can pass. I'm just kidding, by the way. But it's the best time. But yeah, um, spending the night in my mom's house. Yeah, I believe Morg's really he really he really clickbaited his mom. I don't know how someone does that, bro. That's just weird, bro. Okay. What would you say is the best time to get a chip? I believe in it all the time, anytime you can. But I would say the specific, like if there's like a specific time, I would say always get in shape before summer hits, because by the time summer hits, you're probably going to go to the beach, or if you're not going to the beach, you're not going to be wearing sweaters. You're probably going to be wearing a short sleeve shirt. And it always looks nicer. Not only that, but being fat in the summer just sucks ass, bro. You're just sweaty all the time, and it's just don't be fat in the summer. Don't be fat in general, but specifically, not in the summer. All right, gentlemen, don't be fat in the summer. Anyways, now Morgs did a 24-hour challenge in his mom's house. Completely freaking believe it. Oh, guys, no. But anyways, let's see if I can find the fucking clown sightings. Can't I put like there's like a results? Oh my god, this is fucking Bing. This isn't even Google. Fucking gay. Uh where is it? Where's your wait, there's an article here, but what date is it? This is from 2018, bro. What the hell? Where did I see that last time? I saw this. There's a video of a clown sighting in Ohio from 2 weeks ago. Oh, so this didn't even begin just recently. This is something that's been happening for 2 weeks. Let's see if I can play it. It's from TikTok, bro. Let's see if I can put it here on the screen. Although I can't hear the audio. I can't hear the audio for some reason here on this laptop. Okay, default speakers Yeti Nano. I guess I'm gonna go with that one. Let's see. Life's too short to exercise. I remember he clarified that on a podcast with Bradley Martin, and I think he was making a joke, but the joke also he genuinely believed the joke at the same time. So I don't know, bro. H3, man, I really miss the old Ethan. I've seen his podcast before. Ethan at times is really funny, but at other times he's just really annoying. And to me, it's just the people around him are just fucking annoying. I'm telling you this right now, like the bald guy Dan, all the producers, they're just really annoying. Oh, give me a second, I gotta check my camera. I just heard a car pull up. All right. But yeah, we got Michael Alexander Jr. How you doing, my bro? My broskies. Turn off the fucking camera. Fuckface. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to my camera. Okay. Feels like I'm playing Five Nights at Freddy's, but in my front yard. I like it on the camera. I think I told you guys yesterday, but I literally like scaring people walking by because it has a microphone on it, and I'm obviously not going to show it. But I would just like yell like random things. There's kids. The bus stop is like right here. For I think what is it? I think it's middle school, or well, not middle school specific. It's intermediate. No. It's yeah, I think it is intermediate. But I remember I think one time I got bored and I just yelled, and I saw the kids just fucking turning around. It was funny. But I like pranking people. That's not pranking, but like I like joking around. Let's see. Of course, only in Ohio. Only in Ohio. Thoughts on Ohio? You know who's from Ohio? I Show Speed. So let me put on the screen the the clip, and hopefully I don't get in trouble with the overlords at YouTube like last time. Because so fucking TikTok got me fucking banned from, or not demonetized. Why is the audio not working for me? I'm not sure if y'all can hear it in your end, but oh, now I can hear. Okay. Let me just lower the volume a little bit. Where the fuck is okay? Stop losing from me. Losing from me.
Hey, I'm just gonna let you know right now, ghost or not, you come at me, I'm gonna beat your.
He has a knife, dude. He has a fucking knife.
Oh, wait, pause.
See ya. Hey, Alana, shine the fucking light. If he comes at me, I'm going.
I got you on camera, bitch. You better f off. Just leave.
Wait a minute. I'm just noticing. It says 2016. Dang, I wonder if all of these clips are fake. I don't know, bro. I just thought it'd be fun to put it as a title, a thumbnail, but it says 2016. So this, I mean, it's still interesting to watch. So. Yeah, I've been wondering for probably, honestly, I feel like it probably was like one or two clowns were caught. And then people just decided one was clowns are back, clowns are back.
Hey, 217 okay?
Got it.
Why don't you guys come up to this barrier right here? 634. Gonna be on north at Buchanan.
Is that it? Okay. Let me read some of the chat. Chat. Clown sightings in Ohio. What a coincidence. I don't think it's a coincidence, bro. I think Ohio is just filled with clowns. Oh shit, I forgot I gotta charge my phone. Give me a second, gentlemen. Give me a second. All right, let's see. Thoughts on pranksters. I like pranksters, okay? But there's a difference between a prankster and someone who's just straight up harassing people. Should I, you know what? Let me see if I can make a video on this at this point. All right. Because I tried uploading it. For some reason, my fucking laptop would not let me upload the video. But let me put myself on full screen. All right. See if I can find it. So where is it? Oh wait. I forgot this guy's YouTube channel isn't named, so you prankster shot. Let me actually talk about it. I'm gonna clip it out as its own video. I'm gonna screen record it, upload it from my phone, do whatever it is I gotta do. No, I'm actually 12 and a half. You can only handle a game controller. That's why I bring guns everywhere. They're not clips, they're mags. Mags. I'm just kidding. Yeah, it is one of the dates at 2016, but it is what it. I didn't have anything titled this video, so there's that. But I like most mic'd up people: Deidre Harding, Balin Levine, Loaf, Gideon, Cannell. There's probably others that I can name. Ross Creations used to be one, although nowadays he's just straight up just a prank channel. I like a lot of them, but there's a couple that are just fucking. They're not even pranksters. Some are just annoying. Some of them just harass people. One of them named Fred Meyer, I think that's his name, Fred Meyer. Fred Meyer is one of the most unfunniest pranksters, bro. I think he went to an anime convention and he was just harassing women there. And then eventually found out they were minors. And then instead of just walking away, he started screaming. Like he started like screeching everywhere. Like he's a special ed kid. It's like, bro, what the hell, bro? I don't know, man. Joey Salads, yeah. I mean, he was not mic'd up, but he was a prankster from back in the day. The nickel. Bro, I wonder, man, Joey Salads was something else. Bro, Joey was definitely racist. I think that was obvious. That was obvious, bro. But let me see if I can find this clip. Watch my clips. Okay. I think I can pull it up right here. So I can make it its own topic. Although I can't put up the full clip. But. Booty cheeks. Okay, let me now put it on StreamYard. All right. Let's put it here. Come on, fucking hell. Why is it? Okay. Okay, let's put it here on the stream. On stream. I think it should be. Fucking hell, bro. Why is it so slow? Okay, it's on. Okay, it's on. Okay. So there's this channel from a guy named Tanner, and his channel name is called Classified Goons. I found him through a Gideon video, and I would say it's one of Gideon's best videos. It was this prank where this camera guys would record him, and he'd like be mad at them, being like, "Hey, don't film me, don't film me, don't film me." You know that shit. And Tanner was in that prank, and he's a small channel. I think he has like 50,000. Obviously, that's big compared to me, but small compared to the bigger landscape on YouTube. So he did this prank, I think early in the year. I think it was in the beginning. And in the prank, he got shot. He got shot, I think, in the left side of his chest. And there's that. However, now the court has actually made it to where the guy who shot him, and this is kind of obviously I can't play it because YouTube is very sensitive, especially when it comes to firearm. This is kind of how it began. This guy just went to a Popeyes, and Tanner over here was on his phone. He was playing this audio. I think he said, "Stop staring at my twinkle. Stop staring at my twinkle." He kept following him. Eventually, the guy quickly pulls out his gun and just, you can hear Tanner screech. The camera then cuts off. So now let me give you guys my thoughts. Tanner's a fucking idiot. Straight up, Tanner's just a fucking idiot. All right? Here's the thing. Tanner's whole thing is to get a reaction out of a person. That's the whole idea of being a prankster. However, Tanner isn't just a prankster. Tanner is a guy who straight up wants to get a major reaction. Obviously, he's a smaller channel. You need some clicks, especially because this is now becoming an oversaturated market. People still love this market. This is a market that seems like it's not going to die off anytime on YouTube. Obviously, this all began with FuzzyTube 2014, Vitaly, Joey, all these people. Then now it's transformed to a much different era. Now it's not fake. Pranks used to be fake. Nowadays, most pranks are real, which is actually kind of scary because it leads to this. And I'm going to say this right now. I believe in firearm safety, and I believe in owning a firearm. I am from Texas, all right? I am from motherfucking Texas. So I own a firearm myself. It's not much big. It's a regular pistol. And to me, I was raised with the strong belief of have a firearm. You don't want to use it, but if you have to, at least it's there. You know, it's kind of like having car insurance. Sure, car insurance is shitty. It's expensive, but you never know when someone's going to crash into you. And it's almost like a precaution. Now, I know that's not popular to say, especially on the internet, because everyone on the internet is like, oh, guns are bad, guns are bad. Guns aren't bad. What's bad is the people that have them. I also believe that in order to get a gun, you need to be right in the mind. You can't have a prison record. You can't have anything like that. You have to be a normal civilian to get a gun. And even then, you need a major background check. Like, especially check nowadays with social media. I think it's good to check someone's social media before they're able to purchase a gun. So there's that. Guns don't kill people, bullets do. But anyways, Tanner, and I've seen this clip many times now. Tanner in this clip is harassing it. Now, you may think it's not in the clip. I want to see. I'm scared of playing it. Okay, so this is the moment he gets shot. Okay, I'm going to try to play a little. I'll pause it. What?
Hey, dude, quit thinking about my twinkle.
What's that mean?
Hey, dude, quit thinking about my twinkle.
No.
Hey, dude, quit thinking about my
Get on my face and call cops on. Stop. Okay, I'll pause it now because that's probably when he gets the shot. So let me put it right here, back right here. All right. So for us, the people who aren't in this scenario, we probably see it as, oh, this guy's silly. Now you have to understand, not everyone lives on the internet. Some people don't know what pranks are, or if they do, they probably only know it from Jackass. All right. So we don't know what this guy, the guy with the long hair, thinks. He probably just thinks this is some random guy. Now you have to remember, Tanner is significantly taller than this guy. He's looking up to look at Tanner. Okay? Tanner is big body, he's tall, and he's just staring at him and following him. And he probably doesn't know about YouTube, or he doesn't know about that stuff, what even goes on YouTube. So I'm going to say this right now. I don't think he should have shot him, but I also don't think he's guilty. All right? Now, what I mean by that is a proper person who owns a firearm and knows about firearm. The number one rule you have when you're in a standoff like this is you're usually the more responsible person. That's why I believe there used to be a time in Texas where you had to go to a class so that you can get your gun license. Nowadays, you can just get a license and then easy get a gun. But in the class, they teach you that when you have a gun, you are the more responsible person. You're the one that has all the pressure on you because the thing is, you own the weapon. You're the one that has it in your possession. You know, it's kind of like being a parent. You're a parent, your kid's like what? I don't know, 10, 12, and your kid's like acting up in school. Sure, you're not the kid. The kid, oh wait, let me actually, for some reason it says high memory usage detected. Okay, sure, you're not the kid. You're not the one doing what the kid's doing. However, the kid is your responsibility. You're the legal guardian. You're the one that raises it. The same thing with the gun. The gun, you hold it, you control it. So usually that's what it is when you own a firearm. So this guy, the only thing he did wrong was that he immediately shot. When you have a gun, especially when you see the other guy doesn't have a gun, usually you're supposed to this is what you should do. You should point it at them and be like, okay, back off, back off. I have a firearm. Please back off. Especially because there was a decent enough space where he could have done that. However, Tanner, on the other hand, is this big, tall guy following this guy. Tanner wants a reaction out of someone. So to me, I believe Tanner's just a fucking idiot. Tanner's an idiot. You don't go up to a person and just do this, hey, you want to see my twinkle? You want to see my twinkle? And then expect nothing to happen. And look, the good thing is Tanner didn't die. But at the same time, this should be a moment, because honestly, if I'm one of Tanner's friends, if I'm a family member or a friend of his, and I see him the next time, I would slap him in the face and tell him, why the fuck are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Is this really worth your life? And if it is, you got to go seek someone, because clearly this is not a good way to do things, all right? Maybe go back to college. Maybe find a regular job, a normal job. Or, and you have contact with Gideon, learn from him. Learn from Gideon. He's someone who's now an elder of the space. He's someone who knows about the space and has done things. Maybe talk to him. Maybe get some pointers. Maybe at least bare minimum, watch his pranks and see how different they are from what you do. So that's the thing I want to say about Tanner. And I know that's not the popular take, but the reality is this guy that shot him, he had every right to do it, but it also doesn't make it right, though. It doesn't make it right that he shot automatically. That's the problem with this guy. This guy's problem was he shot too quickly. You don't do that in a situation like this. And now you're probably going to face with that charge of shooting in a pub, because I believe that's what. Can you guys hear the plane? I don't know, but I think what it said was he's found innocent of attempted murder. I don't know what exactly it was in the trial, but I know one thing he was found guilty for was shooting in a public space, which that one I can understand to an extent. But I believe that this guy was nervous. All right. I think this guy was genuinely nervous. He didn't know how to react. And also you have to remember that you don't know if this guy's right in the head. Now, if he isn't right in the head, he shouldn't have a firearm. That's 100%. I believe that 100%. but he did have a right to pull out his gun and tell him to back off because Tanner, I don't know, man. It's just I don't know, man. It's just so weird. But anyways, AK-47. No, but I do want to buy an AR. I want to have a big AR. The fact that this kid got shot immediately went to prank. You know what I didn't like that he did after? Tanner, I think he walked out of the court. He walked out of the courtroom and he started pretending like to be Tupac or something. Like he was like walking and he was like, it's all in God's hands. I don't care anymore. I don't know. I try to watch some of his pranks because I knew him. I remember I found his channel through Jidion, obviously, and I started watching some of his pranks, and he wasn't very funny because his whole shtick is just going around in public and doing like a dumb face, like, oh, that's actually his entire shtick. He just does that. He just pretends to be an idiot in IRL, and that's it. I don't know, man. I don't find him funny, man. It's dumb. I've seen more people defend the shooter than this kid. Yeah, I see that it's a mixture of, like, I know Charlie called Tanner stupid. I think most people call him stupid, but I also think there's a decent amount of people who are just like, Destiny. Destiny doesn't defend Tanner, but he believes that the guy who shot him should be arrested. I mean, the guy didn't have any, like, to me, I personally in this situation would have just pointed the gun and said, hey, back off. Just get the fuck out of here. I've actually had a similar situation like that. Not that similar, but I think it was like a year ago. So when I go for my running I jog mainly. And the main reason why I jog is because I have a gun with me. I have it in my holster. And I think one time, and I do this mainly because of dogs, all right? I never trust a dog, not because of the dog itself, but because of how the owner treats the dog. You never know. And I remember there was this big-ass dog. Okay, I was jogging. There's this big-ass dog, like, right in front of me. And it just starts barking at me loudly, but it starts getting closer and closer. This wasn't no small dog, all right? This is a big dog. This looks like the dog that's probably eaten multiple toddlers. He's a fucking pit bull. His name is probably Princess, okay? And the dog comes running towards me, stops, and immediately I pulled out my pistol. Because to me, I didn't know what the dog was going to do. And I saw the owner right there, and I was like, hey, put your dog back or I'm going to shoot it. And the guy looked at me like really angrily. I'm like, my brother in Christ, you have a big-ass dog who's like heavily barking at people, especially he's big. You don't know if the dog's going to harm you. And I don't know. It really annoyed me. In that moment, I just pointed the gun at the dog because I didn't know if the dog was actually going to harm me. Because again, you never trust dogs. Again, to me, that's something I hold dear. I love dogs. I love petting them, but I cannot trust them because there's some owners who are just really, because either owners are really abusive or owners are really stupid. I remember I went to a friend's house one time, actually multiple times, and I think his sister owned like this small dog. It's like this. It was almost like a wiener dog. And they told us not to pet the dog because the dog will bite us. And they said that if the dog gets close to you, don't move or else it'll bite you. I just kept thinking, then why do you have it out in the public? Put it in a cage. And also, why is it acting like that? Like, why? What do y'all do to raise a dog to be that way? And that was really weird. I was really weird because I remember it was in a party. There's a table right here, and I was in a chair. And it starts like moving around, like touching my leg. And I'm telling you this right now. I wanted to fucking choke the shit out of the dog because I didn't know if it was going to bite me. Okay. And I was really pissed because I'm like, if you know your dog is going to bite someone, why do you have the dog out there just vibing? Or be a good dog owner. Dogs are cool. Dogs are great. Dogs are a man's best friend. But raise them properly. Okay, raise them properly. If you know your dog's gonna bite someone, don't let it out. And that's so annoying. Now the good thing is that dog does not live with them. But I don't know, man. It's just so weird that people are just like that with dogs, man. Like, there's a lot of good dogs out there. You make the bad dogs, make the good dogs. The good dogs look bad. Good. I messed it up. I guess because dog killer. Look, I'm not a dog killer. But I'm telling you, if a big-ass pit bull comes up to me and tries to bite the shit out of me, I will not hesitate to shoot. That's the same thing with human beings, too. If you come up to me threatening me, I am going to shoot you. Because to me, my life is not worth you being a fucking dumbass. That's how I am. But yeah, I remember the dog owner looked at me angrily. And it was really annoying. I was like, bro, what if the dog started biting me? Oh well, I'll pay for your medical bill. That medical bill ain't mean shit if I don't have a leg anymore, you know. Especially from the way he acted. Yo, what's up, Axel? How you doing, man? Wiener dog. I love wieners. I'm just kidding. Nice. What the dog doing? Hi, drug. Did you say drugs? More sex. Yo, Antonio is back. What did I just come in? What did I just come to? Lol. Then the scared of dogs. I'm not scared of dogs. I'm scared of how the owner treats the dog. Because I love dogs. I love petting dogs. But there are certain dogs out there that their owners raise them so bad that are like there's some dogs you can't pet physically because they were abused from their owner. You know? And that's like no one likes saying this because obviously the popular thing is to say, "Oh, all dogs are good." Duh, 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 duh. But like, if you have a dog that's biting people, I ain't about to risk my fingers. All right, that's the number one thing in life. If you find something risky, at least to your life, probably don't do it. All right, but I do like dogs. You came back to Isaac admitting he kills dog. I will not hesitate, and that's in general with anything. Like I will kill something if it threatens me. But then again, I stomp on cockroaches when they don't do anything. So maybe I'm a cock killer. The cock killer. All right, our cats. I like cats. Our shit pit bulls. I thought Isaac fights people like a Mexican boxer. Whoa, he's trying to call me Canelo. Nah. I mean, I do fight, but I try not. I used to be, especially oh fuck, I said loaded. Okay, but I used to get into a couple of fights back in the day. And then eventually I just learned. That's actually something I had to learn the hard way. Do not get into fights all the time. I really think a real man doesn't get into fights he knows he's not going to win. Like there's some fights that you just can't have. But obviously the cool thing to do is, oh, I'm going to fight everyone. You're going to get your ass knocked out that way. Because the thing is, everyone's going to meet their match at some point. But I remember I used to get into a lot of fights, especially when I was in soccer. I think I got a total of 3 red cards in my life playing soccer. I'm not even joking with that. Although one of them was for spitting at the referee because I was really pissed at him. But I have a lot of soccer stories. Cap. What are we talking about? Oh, yeah. Some owners be whack for real. You're scared of dogs. The Doge. I know someone with a pit bull named Pony. Yeah, it's always the pit bulls with like the nicest names that are the most evil. Like if a dog's named like Princess or Peaches, you know that thing's eating multiple toddlers. But if it's named like World Ender or Thanos or something like that, then they're like the nicest pit bull ever. You know, that's the thing. If I ever own a pit bull, I'm naming it World Ender just for now. Just go out public. Hey, World Ender, I'm back. I mean, I did have a dog named Rambo. I remember showing him on Max's streams. I have a picture of him on my Instagram, I think. But yeah, I miss him. I have 9 million pound pit bull named Little Princess. The Coco Goblet, the Cock Goblet, doing the tape, bro, was Diego Costa. I was like when I would get on the field, to me, it was always to fight till you win. I used to be very good at manipulating people into getting really mad at me. Because here's the thing. Number one lesson, if you're playing a sport, if someone's mad at you, they're not going to react rationally. They're going to react emotionally. And when someone reacts emotionally, they're not going to be at their best. They might be more motivated, but motivation doesn't mean intelligence. And so I remember I would usually I was mainly a fullback. I would always get into the winger's head all the time, or any player near me. I would always get into their head. I remember one time it really worked. So here's the thing that I learned. If someone's wearing the number 11, it usually means that they're the second best player on their team. That's something I kind of figured out early on. And so there's this guy I was man marking. He was number 11. The other winger was number 10. And during the game, I think 20 minutes had passed. And I started noticing they kept passing it to number 10. That's the number one thing to look at. If someone keeps getting the ball often, that means that they really see this guy as the man to lead. So I started noticing that. I started noticing number 10 kept getting the ball over and over and over and over again. And so I remember I was man marking number 11. And I just out of nowhere, I said, "Oh, did they give you number 11 because you're not good enough?" No. What I remember was I said, "Why'd they give you the number 11?" And he said, "Because I like the number." I said, "Is it because you're not good enough to wear the number 10?" And he looked at me really pissed, but I was like, I think I said something like, answer the question. Why didn't they give you number 10? And then he started ignoring me, but you could tell he kept getting frustrated, so much so to where his motivation was that he wanted to be able to destroy me. Like he wanted to be able to score. He didn't score that entire game. We ended up drawing that game 1-1, but it was a good lesson because I ended up silencing him. I ended up silencing number 11. I don't know his name, but I silenced number 11. And that was that. But it was kind of funny though. There's a lot of stories. Here's the thing: you have to piss them off. You have to piss them off. One of the number one things you can piss off someone is when they're going for a throw in. Get the ball, and it's the other team's throwing. Get the ball yourself. Pretend like you're handing it to them, and then throw it back. That really pisses them off. That pisses them off heavily. I don't know. I have a lot of stories. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm not good at many things. I'm really good at soccer. All right. But I do want to get back into playing. Like, none of my friends really play soccer. None of them like going outside. That's the fucking annoying thing, bro. Okay, I don't mean to rant about them, but they don't like going to play basketball. My favorite thing to do on my free time is playing basketball, playing soccer. I even want to play football. At least I'm fast enough to do that shit. But none of them ever want to. And it's like, I always want to. They always want to just fucking go to a fucking restaurant, eat out. Fucking, that's annoying, bro. I don't want to go. I get tired of going to restaurants so often. But then again, that's also, I'm lucky enough that I know how to cook. You know what I've been eating? I've been eating a lot of tacos de frijoles, tacos with beans, because that's like the easiest shit to make. You just put the fucking tortilla on the pan, heat up the fucking frijoles. But I try to eat less of it. But it's Gareth Bale, Rooney. Rooney wore number 10, I believe. But no, it's usually you have to look at the two best players are usually number 10 or number 7, but usually you have to observe the pitch. You have to observe who's getting the ball more often, how much are they dominating and all that. But yeah, Benzema the actual 10 instead of 9. But yeah, bro thinks he's in a Sigmatic. They didn't score lots of goals. I mean, I played multiple positions. There's times where I was striker, midfielder, but I would say my best position was always a fullback, because to me, I was always one of the fastest people, but it wasn't just that I was fast, is that I was also really determined, and that really works in the fullback position, because when you're a defender, defenders need to be the most determined on the pitch, because defenders are literally, besides the goalkeeper, the last line of defense on the goal. And I'd always prefer playing right back, especially. That was my favorite position. But sometimes I played winger. I would play all. I played a little bit of goalkeeping, but that wasn't really in a game. But but yeah, I scored a couple goals in my time. I really wish. I don't know. I get really nostalgic when I start talking about the times I played soccer. But Borses versus Dundo TikTok edit. Can Borses dribble? I don't know. Can I? Borses' favorite player is Adrian Rabiot, Oliver Giroud, and Hugo Lloris, and Antoine Griezmann. Now, notice the 4 players I mentioned from the French national team. It's good. Do your friends play video games or read manga? Yeah, that's the number one thing they do. And I don't do either. So a lot of times I feel super lost, because they always talk about anime or video games, and I'm always super lost. I'm always like, bro, can we talk about something else, bro? I'm so bored. They went to an anime convention back in August, and they've been going to that anime convention for the last 3 years in a row. Last year, I almost went just because Geeks and Gamers were there. I'm not joking. Young Ripa, Ryan Kino, Jeremy, a couple of the rest, they were there, and I really wanted to go there to troll them, but I didn't want to because it was like over $200 or something. And I was like, bro, I ain't gonna waste money on something like that. This year, Meat Canyon was there. I posted a clip on the second channel that they all got to meet Meat Canyon. They met him like twice, I think. But yeah, there's that. But yeah, I was really, and this is weird. I remember, so a lot of times when I have an idea and I really want to execute it, I start thinking about it all day, all night. And I remember I was thinking I should go and just record Ryan with my phone and ask him, was there too many good black people in the Batman? Just casually asked him that just to see how his response was. I was like, nah, not enough money. Don't really feel like going to spend my money on that. Because look, even though I can respect Jeremy's hustle nowadays, Ryan is still very sus. Like Ryan genuinely, I need to look at his text messages or whatever because he's very sus. Let's see. Let's see. NWO. Do you think Messi's going back to Barcelona because Inter Miami lost their playoff stuff? I don't know. I would love him obviously to come back. Obviously, he's the greatest player of all time, but it's just that it looks like Messi right now is almost at like he doesn't seem like he. To me, it looks like Messi's more. He just wants to vibe and relax. That's kind of the vibe I've been getting from Messi recently, where he's just because he went to Miami because Miami is a nice city. There's a lot of Spanish speakers there, but just need some water. But I don't know. I don't think he because the thing is when you go back to Barcelona, first of all, Messi recently has been struggling through injury, and I think part of it is his older age. But I really think because when you go to Barcelona, it's not that you're just gonna go there and have fun like you are in Inter Miami. You're gonna go there and help a team that's still struggling, and they're gonna be fighting for Champions League, La Liga, all that. But I will say this though, I think Messi could give some words of advice to younger players there because Barcelona has a very young squad. Talk to Joao Felix, who I very love Joao. You can talk to Lamine Yamal. He didn't play with Gavi, but you could talk to Gavi. But at the same time, it's almost like, would Messi be willing to just risk it? Because to me, I feel like I do believe one day we're going to get a proper goodbye with Messi. Because that's one of the most unfortunate things. Unfortunately, he never got to say a true goodbye to Barcelona. I don't know if he'd go on loan though. Because I feel like right now he's like, man, I already went through the World Cup, played with PSG. I'm here having fun with Miami. Why would I spend time that he could spend with his family playing for a team that there's too much right now going on with that team? So I think one day we'll get like a match, like maybe it's a charity match, maybe it's like a testimonial match where Messi plays one. They'll give him like a 1 week contract. He plays one last game, says goodbye to the fans. Or it's possible he could do like a friendly where Miami plays Barcelona because Miami played Barcelona, I think 2 years ago in the summer. He beat them like 5-0 or something like that. I hate Hugo Lloris. Whoa, to be fair, Lloris cannot save a penalty. That penalty shootout, bro. I'm gonna say this right now. I thank God that Hugo Lloris is French because he couldn't save a penalty to save his life, bro. There was no way. I don't know how Messi was able to score that penalty. Do you guys remember Messi's penalty? He kicked it very softly, not even to the edge. It was like near the middle. It was like left, almost left middle. And it was like soft as shit. I don't know how Lloris. I get it. Messi's the GOAT, and I get it being nervous in that stage, but that ball went really slow. I really wonder how the face of relief. I wonder what Messi was thinking in the moment. Like, I guess he knew Lloris would feel that because he already scored a penalty on Lloris earlier in the game. But yeah, Lloris, I will say, is overrated. But to be fair, he plays for Tottenham Hotspurs. You ain't gonna expect much if someone plays for Spurs, except for probably Harry Kane, which I know you probably like now because he plays for Bayern. Base friends, kind of. I love my friends. It's just that they love playing video games and watching anime more than going outside. And I'm an outdoor person, all right? There's been times where we would go to one of their houses. It's the twins that you see in the vlogs. We usually only go their houses for some reason the main hub we go to. But there's been times where we'll spend there like 3 hours watching fucking Raph play Yakuza. Yeah, he's always playing fucking Yakuza. He loves that game. And I'm just there, just tired. I'm like, bro, I don't want to be in the because the room's kind of small. It's like I don't want to be in here. I want to go outside. I want to have fun, bro. I want to have fun. All right, but I don't feel like playing games right now, bro. What's a DMC 5 Euro arm? I don't know, bro. But yeah, Barcelona has a lot of injuries right now. Rafinha, Lewandowski, Pedri, now Frankie. Oh man, that's worse. Send Isaac to Raccoon City. Worse than Ohio and Brazil. A Clásico in a few ways. I gotta say, a Clásico this past year really picked up the pace because Barca and Madrid both have really young squads. They're very talented. Real Madrid won. I almost said PSG for something. Real Madrid won the Champions League like 2 years ago, and then just recently, obviously, Barca won La Liga. You know, yeah. Having PSG on your result is not an accomplishment. Paris Saint-Germain. Yeah, I was laughing, bro. You know, it's weird. Some of the people were posting pictures of Newcastle beats PSG, and it was a picture of Messi in the PSG when he was playing for PSG. And I was like, bro, why the fuck? What's Messi got to do with this, bro? But yeah, Madrid don't chase Mbappe. I will say this right now. I'm gonna say this right now. Madrid, you got to stop chasing after Mbappe. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of, or it doesn't remind me of anything, but it gives me that vibe of the girl that rejects you and you just can't handle that rejection. But she's not rejecting you flat out. She's almost kind of just telling you, maybe, I don't know. I'll see. I don't know. Like that kind of. I'll say this right now. Why do you need Mbappe? First of all, Mbappe is a better winger. But why get him as a winger when you got Vinny and Rodrigo? They're still young guys who are still learning. Why throw them away for Mbappe, who Mbappe for years has been trying to say, oh, I want to go to Madrid, and then he stays at PSG. He just signs another contract. And all I'm thinking is like, why do you keep going after Mbappe, bro? I get he's a once-in-a-lifetime talent, but your team's already filled with once-in-a-lifetime talents. You already got Bellingham. You already got Rodrigo. What I would do if I was Madrid is keep the same team, but find a number 9. You know what's a good number 9 to replace him with? Oishman, a Nigerian striker from Napoli. Get him. He'd be significantly cheaper. He doesn't seem like he's a little bitch like Mbappe, who just keeps saying, oh, I want to go to Madrid. You know what? Not anymore. Not anymore. Not anymore. Not anymore. You know what? I'll go to Madrid. No, not anymore. Not anymore. Not anymore. It's like, bro. I feel like if you're Madrid, if you got self-respect, you're one of the biggest clubs in the world. What are you doing chasing after this little ninja turtle? You know, I get he's a great player, but he's just stalling at this point, man. It's like he's just trying to chase a bag. He's just maneuvering his way into getting more money. It's a little like, man, Madrid. I don't want them to get Mbappe, obviously, but like kind of making a clown show out of this, you know. Although thank Kolo Muani for missing. I think fucking Emi Martinez, bro. I thank him for that save. That was a beautiful ass save. Chicharito and 36-year-old Cuauhtémoc Blanco scored against. Oh, I remember that game when Mexico beat France in the 2010 World Cup. Look. At the time, I was pretty young. I did not know if France were a good team. So when they beat France, I wasn't all like, oh, yes, we're the best. I was just kind of thinking like, oh, okay, we beat France. I don't give a fuck. But then as the older I got, I was like, oh, shit, France, they're filled with champions. And even that team, that 2010 team is the worst French team ever. But even then, they still had players like Ribéry on there. I don't know who else. Lloris was there. Fuck, who else was in that team? I mean, Patrice Evra. I know him. You know, Patrice Evra recently went on a podcast to shit on Suarez again. But yeah. Oh, wait, fuck. Then again, I can't blame him for being mad at Suarez. Suarez was sus. But base stats, friend. Don't roll. Yakuza is so good, Isaac. I'm gonna beat you up. Play. No, please don't beat me up, man. Don't beat me up. I'm just kidding. But I'm gonna do a Yakuza Heat move on you featuring Antonio. I know. It just looks like GTA, but in Japan, from what I've seen. It's on culture. What's a DMC Fire Nero arm? I don't know what that is, bro. Victor Oishman versus he only live up to CR7. Are we talking about Mbappe? Look, I'm gonna say this right now. I don't think it's fair to call anyone the next Ronaldo or the next Messi. I think that's too far. Bro. Yeah, I feel like Mbappe doesn't even play like Ronaldo because when I look at Ronaldo, especially Manchester United, and when I look at Mbappe now, they don't feel like the same player. Mbappe to me, yes, has skills, but he wasn't anywhere near, like, he doesn't even resemble Ronaldo. He resembles maybe a little bit, but not that much, where I'm like, he's the next Ronaldo. And look, Mbappe is a great player. You know, I know Vortex wants to have sex with Mbappe. I know that's his dream, but I'm just kidding. But it's like, to me, I don't think he really is. And if Mbappe comes, will they take away that number 7 from Vinny? Because I feel like Vinny has been so good that taking away his number 7 would be very disrespectful. Like, imagine, you've been amazing. You've been balling for Real Madrid. You were there for cheap. There's this young Brazilian project who won the Champions League now for Real Madrid. And all of a sudden, your number 7 gets taken away by fucking Mbappe, a guy who's been stalling going to Madrid for a while. But look, I think Mbappe, all right? I think Mbappe for not going to Madrid. I don't want good players going to Madrid, all right? Look, it's always in this channel, it's always Visca Barça y puta Madrid. I'm just kidding. I mean, I'm not kidding, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna play, bro. I do not feel like playing games. I only play with myself. All right? I'm just kidding. I want to have sex with CR7. He's better than Messi. That sounds like something I Show Speed would say. that sounds like I Show Speed. Let's see if I can find a clip of that. I forgot I had backgrounds, but they don't work because that's for premium now. It's the premium.
Con Leo Messi. Bueno, Leo, quedaste un poco caliente por el final.
¿Qué mira, bobo? Anda para allá, bobo. Anda para allá.
Tranquilo, Leo.
I get nostalgic for the World Cup. That was an amazing World Cup in Qatar. I miss the World Cup, bro. That World Cup final felt like the end of a movie. Like, it literally did. Because it felt like, man, this is the end of that journey that I've been watching Argentina go through. I remember, and this is a good true story, in 2017. So this was after all Messi lost 3 finals in a row, lost the World Cup final, lost 2 Copa America finals. It was World Cup qualifiers. Now, for those who don't remember, the World Cup qualifiers in 2017, Argentina was ass. They had to barely make it until the last day. I remember it was a game against Brazil, and Argentina needed the 3 points because they were out. Like, they weren't even in the position where they could go to the World Cup. And they lost 3-0 to Brazil. Brazil completely dominated. I remember that same jersey that you see me celebrating in the I think I put a YouTube short when Argentina won the World Cup. That same jersey, I remember just taking it off and just spitting on the logo. I was that pissed because I was like, I'm never gonna see Messi win any trophy with Argentina because this is a piece of shit team. And then years later, I celebrate with that jersey. And now I can say I've seen the GOAT lift the World Cup, bro. Lift the World Cup. Hey, get the fuck out of here. I'm just kidding. Okay, I'm sorry. No Madridistas, except Antonio. Antonio's the only Madridista. No, I'm just kidding. I got a lot of Madrid fans. That guy, Andrew, that I shouted him out on the stream, he's the biggest Madrid fan I know. He has flags of Real Madrid. He has multiple Ronaldo jerseys. He and I, we'd always disagree, but every day we sent each other like Instagram memes of like soccer, like stuff that's going on. It's always memes. Like, if I go to and look at the chat, it's just sending memes of like, I don't know, Tottenham Hotspurs or Arsenal or something like that. But yeah, he's a W. He's a really good player, by the way. I think there's some video compilations of him playing soccer on his videos, but he's actually good. He might be white, but I remember in 7th grade we used to call him Gringo Neymar. But yeah. Ethan, I haven't talked to Ethan in forever. Yeah, he hasn't seen the comments of us typing sex playlist. Yeah. Let's see. Messi should have quit after World Cup, laughing my ass off. Nah, if I'm Messi, because the thing is now it's like a tour. Now he's just going around being like, yeah, guys, look at this badge. Because remember, there's a badge you get when you win the World Cup. He had a badge right there. And it's like, yeah, guys, I did this. And not only that, but it added the 3rd star for Argentina. And it's like, that's fucking badass, bro. Just going around being like, hey, guys, yeah, I'm just here having fun, bro. I won the World Cup, bro, right here in the middle of the jersey. I actually have one jersey that has the logo of the Club World Cup. It's a Barcelona jersey I have. It was this purple and pink jersey, one of the best Barca jerseys ever, but it should have been symbolic. I don't think really symbolic because it's not like it's gonna change anything, but what it is, what it is. I do think that if he had lost the final, he wouldn't have returned. I feel like he would have been that frustrated that he would have just been like, it's not worth it anymore. Yeah, but yeah, Aguero, what he was cooking. That's my homeboy on Aguero, bro. Aguero, man. I dapped him up, bro. I'm just kidding. I didn't dap him up. It was a quick high five. I did hear his voice in real life, and every time I listen to Aguero's voice in real life, I always forget what he sounds like, and I always it's because he doesn't sound the way he looks. Like Argentine people sound a bit feminine. I actually posted a meme, like I think it was like all the Latin American countries, and it said poor, violent, and this in each country. I think for Argentina it said gay. Yeah, I fucking believe that because all fucking Argentines do sound gay. Okay, I don't mean to be that guy. Versus Love France versus Argentina 2018. You know what's weird? I remember when that game happened. I remember I wasn't mad. I was just, the definition of I'm not mad, I'm disappointed. That's what I felt. I remember just being like, man, I guess 4 more years, man, 4 more years, and hopefully that happens. But I think that was the game that really established Mbappe as the number one guy. Or not, that World Cup, Mbappe was not the number one guy. I think at the time it was still Griezmann and Pogba. I think both of them especially were the number one guys in France at the time. But that game really was like, Mbappe is not just hype. He has actual potential. Penalty for Argentina, of course, on that white guy. Hey, whoa. What do you have against white people, man? What do you have against white people, man? As someone who has white friends, I'm highly offended, okay? I love my white. I always pray to white people. When I go to sleep, I always pray to the white man. Because the white man gave me everything. I'm just kidding. Uncle Ruckus moments. Tottenham. You arse anal. Gideon's favorite team is now Tottenham. He put out a tweet I think a week or so ago saying that his favorite team is now Tottenham. I will say this though. Tottenham are the most fun, entertaining team to watch right now. They are the most fun. What the? Just kidding. Anyways, yeah. Give me a second, guys. I look at this message I got. Okay. What was I talking about? But yeah, Arsenal beat City today. So that's a major, major W for Arsenal. That's a major W. Arsenal. Man, it is what it is. I do have a Newcastle jersey. I'm not even joking. I have a Newcastle jersey. I think it was the away jersey of 2017. It's like white and purple. It's nice. It's very comfortable too. I like to use it while working out. But yeah, the YouTube community. I want to post just memes on the community tab just for fun. What is Holland cooking? Holland's not been good this season. I see a lot of people being like, Holland's overrated, Holland's this, Holland's that. It's like, bro, my bro just came out of winning the treble for City, bro. City's first ever Champions League, bro. Okay, cut him some fucking slack, bro. Cut him some slack. But no, Holland is a great player. I just think the issue with Holland is the same issue I would say Ronaldo had post the age of 30, which is they are poachers. They're like the number 9 of the team. They're not creative forces. And when you don't have that creative force, you're not going to do well. You need to at least have one person to supply you. United, the season where Ronaldo was playing, Bruno Fernandes would give him the ball, and Ronaldo easily became a top goal scorer. But that's a good thing, all right? Everyone needs to do their role on the pitch, if that makes sense. Question mark. Isn't Tottenham on a streak right now? Yeah, they're number 1. They're number 1 in the Premier League. So I've never thought in my life I'd say Tottenham are top of the Premier League. But they're probably going to lose it realistically. But yeah. Chicharito, a legendary poacher. Yes, sir. Chicharito was fucking good. Chicharito actually does Twitch streams now. He was talking about that because he played in the Champions League final in 2011, which till this day, one of the happiest moments of my life. Barcelona beating Manchester United in the Champions League final in 2011. I remember watching that game. I remember being nervous for that entire week. But that game, I've never sensed the feeling of winning more than I ever that game. I know as fans of certain teams, like especially because most of us support bigger teams, we get that feeling of we're gonna win this game easily. Like if Barcelona's playing Getafe, easy win. Real Madrid's playing Real Betis, easy win. Bayern Munich's playing fucking Frankfurt. Actually, that's a wrong example. Frankfurt's actually for some reason always beats Bayern. But let's say Bayern's playing Augsburg, easy game, easy dub, right? Heading into that Champions League final, within the first 5 minutes, I was like, bro, Barca's gonna win it. Barca's gonna win, and then easily, Pedro opens up the scoring. Then Rooney ties it. Then Messi scores. Then David Villa. No, I think David Villa scored the first goal. Never mind. But David Villa scored. And it wasn't even – I know 3-1 doesn't sound like that big of a scoreline. But the dominance, the possession, everything, at no point in that game did it look like Man United were going to win. Sure, when they tied the game up, it did seem like they were gonna have a tight match. Like it looked like it was going to be closer. But after that goal, it was like, yeah, Barca just went back to business. It was just boom, 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 boom. Man, it was a beautiful moment. But Chicharito talked about a Twitch stream. He said that Barca team, he had never felt more useless than in that game because he couldn't do much against that Barca team. That best team ever assembled would be that Barca team from 2009 to 2011. And I would even say 12 to an extent. I would say up until that year. I would say best team ever assembled. But yeah, I'm black. You're not black. I'm just kidding. I'm back. Hey, Ronaldo did some dribbles. Holland doesn't. No, I was talking about older Ronaldo. I wasn't talking about like prime Ronaldo, like Real Madrid Ronaldo. Like when he got to Juventus, you started seeing that touch losing. But once he got to Manchester United, I feel like that's when you saw it wasn't really like juking or anything like that. Back when Man United was credible, bro. No, you're not back. I'm just kidding. Back when Man United was credible. Bro, it's been Manchester United fans are the most annoying fans in the world, okay? These motherfuckers will talk shit, and their team hasn't won, or at least besides the Carabao Cup, they hadn't won a trophy for 6 years. What the hell? Frankfurt beat Barca a year ago, right? Yeah. What about till 2015? I would say that Barca team from 2012 to 2014, that Barca team was good, but they weren't as good as their previous. The thing is, 2014 began a reboot for Barca. That was a reboot. We signed multiple players. That was Xavi's final year, so he was slowing down. And we had replaced Xavi the final year he was here with Rakitic. Rakitic may have been the guy who retired Xavi, to be fair. He really retired Xavi because Xavi didn't announce his retirement until after, I think, October or November. He didn't announce it. And then Rakitic, by that point, he had been the starter for Barca alongside Iniesta and Busquets. And I think later in that year, I remember Xavi announced it later. Similar to how Iniesta announced his retirement when Coutinho signed. Or I think a couple months after Coutinho signed, which is weird because Iniesta was still starting. But I guess he understood his time was almost up. But that 2015 team, we lost Fabregas. Puyol wasn't there, and Puyol is a major part of that team. Abidal was gone. That Barca team was complete. They had a redo. And then that Barca team, the difference between the 2011 and 2015 team is that the 2011 team was possession, control the ball completely, and then score. The 2015 team was not that. 2015 team was not tiki-taka. 2015 team was just attack, and get a goal in. And that worked because Messi, Neymar, Suarez are the greatest trio ever assembled, at least in the front line, bro. Best trio ever. Neymar, Suarez, Messi. And it was just that, which actually became a problem in the final 2 years that Luis Enrique managed Barca. Because once that year ended, the thing is, and I'm going to say this, that 2015 team is amazing. And I get a lot of nostalgia from it. Obviously, the game against Bayern, Boateng falling on the ground, beating Juventus and Berlin. Fucking nostalgia right there, bro. Nostalgia. When fucking Suarez nutmeg David Luiz in the Parc de Princess, bro. That's nostalgia. But what I noticed is once 2015 ended, I think part of the reason why Barca ended up being so dominant was because people didn't know what to expect. They didn't know how it was going to mesh with Suarez, Neymar, Messi. And I really think that because the thing is, when When a manager is going up against, or when a manager is facing up a big team, they have to study that team. They have to look, what are the weaknesses? What are the strengths? So then 2016 rolled around, and we were still dominant. We went on a 30-game winning streak. We were the favorites to win the Champions League. We won La Liga that year, won the Copa del Rey. But I think it was after March. We lost to Real Madrid at the Camp Nou. We lost to Atletico Madrid in the Champions League quarterfinals. What it seemed that happened was all those teams, they recognized a weakness in that team. And the weakness was that once you're able to control the front three, the rest of the team is free for all. Because the defense for years wasn't good. I'm going to say this right now. Piqué stopped being good after 2013, I think. 2013, after 2013, it felt like Piqué, it wasn't that he wasn't good anymore, it's that he was very inconsistent. There was times where Piqué was this dominant center back, and then after a while, he'd just be an average Joe. It's like, it always felt like he was only good when they were playing Madrid, awkwardly enough. Okay. And then Mascherano was starting to age. Jordi Alba is a great left back, but he's not very good at defending. We had lost Dani Alves. I really think losing Dani Alves was major, and we never replaced him. We just now replaced him with Joao Cancelo. I'm not joking. We had Nelson Semedo. He wasn't good enough. We had Alex Vidal. He wasn't good enough. We had Sergio Roberto. He's not a right back. I don't know why they kept playing him there. Then so much. And I really think they exploited that weakness. Not having a right back really fucked up Barca for a while. Not having a right back, realizing that the team was mainly attack. It's almost like teams started figuring out. And that's why we lost to PSG 4-0 that time. Sure, we won 6-1 after, but that doesn't change the fact we lost 4-0 to a PSG team that hadn't even had Mbappe and Neymar in it yet. And then after that, we lose to Juventus once more, 3-0. And that's what you started figuring out. You started figuring out the team started recognizing Luis Enrique's tactic. I don't even think it's a Barca thing. It was Luis Enrique as a manager. He's a great manager. But the problem is, once his number one plan backfires, he doesn't have another plan. What you started seeing was when Barca was losing back in the day, it almost felt like all they started doing was long balls. You can tell a team is desperate when all they're doing is just kicking it from far and hoping to get it to a player up there. That doesn't work. Defenders are tall. They're just going to head it out there, and that's what you notice with that Barca team. That's why I don't consider 2015 Barca as the best Barca. I think they are one of the best teams ever assembled, but I wouldn't call them the best. I still think Pep's team is better. I'd even argue that Manchester City last year was better than 2015 Barca, but I still love that run. All right. So, let's see. David Iniesta was still nice in 2017. Yeah, and he was still good. He was still good in 2018 because he had played that World Cup, and I think he was good in the World Cup. David Luiz, overrated center back. Yeah, David Luiz is good, but he wasn't like great. Like he wasn't world's best, Man's injured. Raul Jimenez. He was supposed to be a top Mexican. Hope Santi doesn't fall off. That PSG is winning right now. Okay. Isaac hated Madrid 2017. Yeah. I mean, I always hate Madrid, even when they're not good. I still hate them, bro. I always want them to lose, obviously. But that's with every fan. Like Manchester United fans want Liverpool to lose. Madrid fans want Barca to lose. It's always, it's the fun part of rivalries, But I think I'm going to end the stream in like 10 minutes, bro. I'm getting kind of tired. Piqué became inconsistent. He was not Magdalene. That's not really a good example because as a defender, you're always going to have a bad moment, and getting nutmegged isn't as embarrassing as most people think. The thing is, as long as it's not getting past you, that's the number one thing you want. Like even Puyol, there's moments where you look at Puyol and he wasn't good. I mean, Ramos has a losing record towards Barca, and he just scored an own goal for us. So thank you, Ramos, for that goal. But I think that's a difficult thing about being a center back is that usually I would say it's one of the most difficult positions on the pitch. But yeah, Piqué, what I noticed post 2014 is he started slowing down. I felt like he was really slow, and I felt like defenders started exploiting him. The thing that gave him a huge advantage is that Piqué is incredibly tall. I think he's taller than both Ramos and Puyol. I think he's taller. So what helped him was he would score headers. he often would feel very intimidating because obviously he's tall as fuck. But still, he wasn't. I wouldn't consider him good enough, at least in that time. Then they bring up back Dani Alves in 2022. He helped Barca beat Atletico. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But yeah, he was still old and he didn't get to play all that much, but he was still pretty solid for his age. Except for Enrique being at PSG. PSG wants to be prime Barca so bad. Yeah, PSG, bro. I need to ask, who is their sporting director? Because there's no way a sporting director can fuck up this much and still have a job. Like, how the hell do you assemble a team with Messi and Neymar and Mbappe? You know what? That's actually a good example. Like I was saying earlier, PSG's issue was that they just heavily relied on Mbappe and Neymar and Messi. And then the games where a good team would actually face them, like Madrid or Bayern, they recognize that issue. They recognize that they're heavily depending on those three. So what they would do is they just fucking block out the midfielders, block off the defenders, and realize, oh shit, boom, there we go. That's why Bayern was easily able to beat them. And that's PSG's biggest issue. Yo, CJH, how you doing? I spotted a clown look in the mirror. Whoa, my man. That's kind of racist, bro. I'm just kidding. Have you seen the clown that hides from gay people? Because I have. So I'm just kidding. But yeah, I think I'm gonna stream off in a bit. I'm getting really tired. But yeah, there's that. So yeah, I'm getting very tired. I've gone an hour, 22 minutes. This will probably be my last stream for a while, or at least the last camera stream. Because this week I'm gonna be busy. This weekend I was free this entire weekend. But yeah, it is what it is. I would like to stream more often, but again, I gotta make money. I gotta do stuff in my personal life. Not only that, but this isn't even my laptop. So there's that. I'm also really sleepy right now. I woke up really early today. I woke up at 5:30 a.m. I think. I went out for a run. It was nice outside. It was 55 degrees at its lowest, probably. No, I think it was 52 at its lowest. Beautiful weather. Go outside, gentlemen. It's a really nice out. I mean, no lights are turned on for this video, by the way. Oh shit, my phone's at 100%. No lights are turned on. This is directly sunlight, by the way. This is sunlight. Okay, no light was turned on. I think you could tell when I did my intro, which most of y'all didn't. I don't think most of y'all saw my intro. My intro was badass, all right? It felt like a WWE intro. But yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Hopefully I can try to stream more often, but I doubt I'll be able to. Yo, Cam the racist is back. Jontron always stay super wise. That's our new logo. Or not logo. That's our new phrase here. All right. I don't know who this John fella is, but we say always stay super wise. That's our motto. All right. That's from us. But yeah. Oh, for some reason, I wanted to talk about this. I watched Wakanda Forever for the first time in over a year. Or not over a year. I think a movie released in November last year. But I watched Wakanda Forever, bro. That movie was so slow, bro. It took so long to get to the movie. Still, I like it, but it's lower on the ranking that I had before. Like, I don't know. Wakanda Forever. There are scenes that felt unnecessary. It took forever. I don't know, bro. I tried watching it, but yeah, it is what it is. It is still a solid movie. I think the audio is still good in the movie. Like the soundtrack in it is good. The motivation, everything. They should have recast it T'Challa. They should have. You know who they should have gone to play T'Challa? It should have been Jenna Ortega. They should have gotten Jenna Ortega to play T'Challa. I feel like she would have been a perfect T'Challa. Give me a second, gentlemen. John Tron lives in the Cloud House. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, but yeah, it is what it is. So how are you gentlemen doing? You know, I'll stay for 5 more minutes. How are you guys doing today? How was y'all's day? Or should I put out the StreamYard link? I feel like that'd be fun. But at the same time, I don't even think I'd be willing to stay for that much longer. I feel like I'd just be too tired to do that. But yeah. Always stay super wise. Hi, el hombre. Fortnite, let's go. Let me drink some water at least. Drink some water. Oh yeah. Put on sunglasses because I'm badass. I'm the top G now. Top G gentleman. Top G gentleman. Vortex is sad. Whoa, why you gotta talk shit about Vortex? You gotta talk shit about Vortex, man. Alright. I'm just kidding. Alright, let me drink some water. Top G needs his water. My sparkling water. Well, are you guys scared of bubbles? I don't know. I'm trying to sound like Andrew Tate. I have the camera here. Wait, hold up. I'm the top G. I love pussy. I'm just kidding. I can't do any Andrew Tate voice. All right, let me turn on the camera. No, you need Dr. Doom mask. Hey, look, I'm not gay, okay? Why would I need that? I'm just kidding. I kid. You know what? We get Max on here on the next stream, and we just start spewing racial slurs at him. I'm just kidding. Look, I think he's fine with racial slurs. I mean, he was fine with it when someone else did it, so I'm just kidding. No, I do have a funny story about that whole issue. I remember, so when the video of Zeno saying the N-word got released, Max started playing like, oh, I didn't know what happened. Bullshit, bro. I remember when that happened, he did a stream with Zeno, not about that. It was just an off topic. I jokingly in the comments of that at that stream, I said, is Zeno gonna drop another N-bomb? Just as a joke. And Max was like, oh, don't joke about that. And I was like, bro, what do you mean don't joke about that? Why don't you tell the guy not to say the N-word? I feel like that's a very reasonable thing to say. Just don't say the N-word, right? Like, why can't I make a joke about it? You know, but I don't know. I look handsome like this. Now this gentleman gets you a lot of pussy. You gotta have your glasses. You gotta have your glasses like this. But yeah. Yeah. It's all good. It's all good. Clown sightings are back in 2023, gentlemen. Fiorentina is beating Napoli 2-1. Alpha M, gentlemen. I know gentlemen. Not a gentleman. I'm a little bit. Just kidding. I fucking hate all of you fuck-headed bitches and cunts. I hope you all have a terrible night tonight. I hope that the spirits that haunt you keep remaining and haunting you. And if you're tired of this ear rape, then take off your fucking headphones. You fucking idiot. I'm sorry. What's Alpha M? Alpha M videos. Alpha M. Alpham. That's what we call it. Should we call it? You know, I haven't eaten all day. What time is it? 3:14 and I haven't eaten. It says someone motion detector. Usually that's just an animal. Oh no, the neighbors. Oh. You guys want to see my neighbor's house? Oh wait, am I muted? Is it working now? Okay, I probably disconnected. Can you hear now? Yeah, I probably shouldn't do that on StreamYard. I think StreamYard is too sensitive for that. We can hear now. I didn't ask. Didn't ask, so you can suck my dick. I'm just kidding. But I haven't eaten all day. I think I said that already. But I haven't eaten all day.
You can't keep getting away with it! He can't keep getting away with it! He won't.
But yeah, I haven't eaten all day. Don't feel like eating though. No eating. Today I gotta do a fast again. I used to fast pretty often, but recently I've been lazy on my weight loss and I gained some weight back, which is really frustrating because I had lost so much weight up until like beginning of July. I lost so much. And it sucks. I gained some of it back, but I gotta work. I gotta work hard again. Gotta fast again. Fasting is good, gentlemen. I know people are like, no, you gotta eat 3 meals a day. No, there's times you can fast. You gotta fast. And I think it's good for everyone. You just gotta do it accordingly. You gotta do it at the right time, right era. But yeah, it is what it is. Life's tough, but you just kind of have to roll with the punches. You just kind of have to handle it. You know, you can't be one of these white girls who are like, save Ukraine, she, her, she, they. You can't be one of them white girls. You gotta man up sometimes. Sometimes you gotta go to war. You know, the Russians are gonna come invade one day, and if you're gonna be waiting there sitting like a bitch, you know, they're not gonna be like, oh, let's wait for their mental health. You know, let's hope to get better. Now you gotta be strong. You gotta be a fucking Spartan. All right, you guys are men. Most of you guys are gonna be fathers in the future. All right, and your kid ain't gonna wanna have a bitch of a dad. All right. All right, so you all got to stand up and rise to the occasion. All right, that's what I got to tell you. If you don't want to do something, but you need to do it, you just have to do it. It's not a if, what if, but, whatever. No, you just do it. Okay, do it. And if you don't do it, your kid's gonna starve. You don't want that, right? Okay, gentlemen. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream off. I'm really tired. All right. Well, anyways, you guys go fuck off. I gotta make some videos too. I want to record some videos because I think today's the only day I can record for a little bit. So, yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.